This week on the Hype Podcast, online shopping for the holidays takes a downward turn as the host with no name buys some shit that doesn't work. 2016 strikes again, and this time road rage takes the life of NFL star Joe McKnight. Stop the madness! Obama makes bold statements about marijuana that'll make pot smokers really happy. And is the Hype Podcast admissible in court? Don't miss this week's episode of the Hype Podcast.
Coming to you live and uncensored. This is the Hype Podcast. I'm oh so fresh with my co-host, yet to be named.
That's me. We talk about everything from new gadgets, gizmos, politics, movies, and music.
And our very own personal stories, because you know a motherfucker has to keep it real.
I guess I'll start it out with a song. Oh, fucking stupid ass. Something Bluetooth is on. No, it's supposed to be coming out my iPhone. Then why is it not playing? Yeah. I was just feeling this shit all week.
What is it?
You don't know about this?
I don't know about this.
Good morning, evening, friend.
Little Stevie Wonder.
Here's your friendly
Is this how we're starting the fucking show?
That's some dope shit.
It really is.
And this is hood rat as fuck as I'm playing it off my phone into the fucking microphone.
You ratchet son of a bitch.
I am very ratchet. And you know,
no, I don't.
I'm very happy to be here.
Why?
You knew that.
Why?
You knew that. You see, you're the negative. Don't be the negative.
Don't be a negative Nancy.
And you know, I've been told multiple times that I am the bad guy on the show.
All right, have you?
I wear black hats.
Because I was actually told this week that you are the fucking comedy and I'm the asshole. Like I was literally told this morning that Oso is so funny. Wait, doesn't Oso mean bear in Spanish? I said, yes, it does. We've been over this. Listen to the goddamn show.
Yeah, barely fresh. I am barely fucking fresh. But you know what? I'm barely fucking fresh, and I have a podcast, and this is the Hype Podcast.
I am the host of No Name.
I'm DJ Oso Fresh. If you didn't know, barely fresh, bitch.
Yeah, barely fresh, bitch. And we are kicking it with you every single Sunday right here on the Hype Podcast.
It comes out Monday.
Well,
because I'm lazy.
Well, we do it on Sunday.
We do it on Sunday.
Pause.
We do a show. Pause on that.
But not each other. Not each other. Our bed's way huge.
We create a podcast. And there's nothing sexual about creating a podcast.
I don't know. It is pretty sexy. It really is.
Yeah, because I tell people I have a podcast. They're like, oh shit, dude. I mean, the people who understand.
Dude, you tell the ladies you have a podcast. Phew, panty dropper.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean,
because if Will Wheaton has a podcast,
Will Wheaton,
and he's on The Big Bang Theory, I'm sure he gets a fair share of trim.
Dude, I guarantee that guy gets so much ass.
Yeah,
he's just like Big Bang Theory, Will Wheaton.
Yeah. I mean, but then if he shows up at Comic-Con,
oh dude,
with all those cosplaying chicks,
dude, I'd jerk him off.
Yeah, you were on The Next Generation, fam, and The Big Bang Theory,
right? Seriously,
how many people can say that?
Not a many. Actually, but there's one thing he can't say. He has not been on the Hype Podcast.
He has not been on the Hype Podcast.
Take that, Will Wheaton.
Yeah, and I have to say condolence to Ed Baker. I'm sorry you didn't win this time. I think Ed gave it to him. I think you should really look up Ed Baker, and he has a new podcast. It's dope. I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's dope. And I just gotta give a shout out to a former guest. I haven't told you to pick up anybody's mixtape, go to anybody else's show. But that guy, I like that guy.
Dude, Ed's a good guy.
And, I want you guys to be in touch. If you need more info, it's 442-999-HYPE.
Or on Facebook, facebook.com/The Hype Podcast. Send us a message. Leave us a comment. Do whatever you got to do.
And comment on iTunes. I mean, if you like, we usually say that it's at the end of the show, and you're probably pissed off at me and like, fuck, could this black son of a bitch shut the fuck up, and you never get to the end of the show. Which is
you black son of a bitch.
Which is always thrilling.
Yeah, it really is.
But yeah, review us on iTunes because we're trying to make it happen. We got another Hype Podcast live in the works.
Coming up. Stay tuned.
So the same 10 motherfuckers that came to the last one and the one before that, I have no idea who we're having for guest.
I am going to say this. If Mother gets drunk again and fucking throws up again.
Your mother threw up at the show?
Yes. She fucking vomited at the show because she got wasted.
Off wine?
Off of fucking whatever.
No, that's right, because your mom took a shot with me.
Yeah. Bitch was taking shots with everybody in the fucking room.
I mean, your mom's stomach was a bar mat special. I don't want to speak ill of your mom, but you know.
No, so
hold on. That was a hell of a burn.
That was. What I gotta know is why every fucking week do I feel like we are Joe Pesci and Chris Rock from Lethal Weapon 4?
Like we're not significant to the story, but we're there for comedic relief.
Well, no.
I'm trying to figure out on this because if I wanted to be a character in that story, I probably would be Jet Li.
That's true. Jet Li is a fucking badass. I don't know. I've always been partial to Mel Gibson. I really have. Because Martin Riggs is like the loose cannon out of the entire fucking movie, and you never know what this asshole's gonna do.
I mean, but Jet Li delivers some serious fucking ass whoopings in the movie,
dude. Jet Li,
he could do that in real life,
dude. If
Mel Gibson could not be a crazy cop in real life, he could be a racist in real life.
That's true, dude. No, what I want to know is, you walk up to a club, and you see a Jet Li sized lad standing at the door. He's the door guy. He's the bouncer. What is your immediate thought about that guy?
That's a bad motherfucker.
Right. Because
if I see a short, skinny bouncer, I assume
Asian.
I mean, I don't.
Or just short and skinny.
I'm not gonna. I don't. Well, that's like me walking up and it's a Jew and I'm saying, hey, he could do my taxes.
Well, it's probably true.
Mr. Goldberg, when you're done with your shift at the club, can you come over?
When you're done taking the IDs.
Yeah, you can come over and handle, my tax situation. So you ran into did you run into a short guy? A short Asian male?
No, you just brought up Jet Li, and I just envisioned me walking up to 6 West or wherever, and seeing a guy of that stature just standing there taking IDs. My first thought is exactly what you said. That's a bad motherfucker.
I'm assuming he's a bad motherfucker, and my Asian friends, they hang thick. Like, if you whoop his ass, there's probably a few of them around the corner. Right. Like, it'd be like me being a bouncer at a cowboy bar.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not going to be a black bouncer at a cowboy bar if I don't have a bunch of black friends that will come fuck you up for giving me shit.
No, all I'm saying is you fucking see that guy. How does that guy get his creds? How does that guy get his fucking credentials? Like, how did he get in that position? You got a Jet Li sized guy standing at the door. Who saw that motherfucker beat some ass?
I mean, somebody gave him the cosign.
That's what I mean.
I gave him the cosign.
Like,
I mean, it is just like I said. I mean, you're assuming that he knows karate. karate.
No, dude, especially, and that would have came in handy Friday night. Because when you were out spinning, that fucking big ass fight broke out outside, and I have no clue what started it. Probably just drunk people, but I wanted to see like a hurricane, tornado, whirlwind of fucking badness, and just dead bodies all over the ground. Was it the
dude in the red shirt?
I think it was. He was. Yeah, he had the fucking ponytail. Or
he was tripping because I stepped on his kicks when I was taking a picture.
Yeah,
and this one dude comes here all the time who always, I don't even know his name, but he alienates the shit out of me. But he was like. I was like, yo, I was just moving back. He was like, yo, you stepped on my kicks. He was trying to make it a big deal. And, for me, I got friends. And people were like, hey, you fucking with that's my DJ up there. Hold on. Is there a problem? Like, dude, you see Boys in the Hood when Ice Cube comes out the car, he's like, is there a fucking problem?
So that always reminds me from that scene, Don't Be a Menace. Do we have a problem here?
Straight up. And he the guy that it's funny that we're talking about the guy because I got more background on the story.
Oh boy, here we go.
The guy wanted his picture taken. He's like, how much? He's like
what?
He's like, how much for a picture?
Yeah. And
I'm like, oh, they're free. They'll just be on the 6 West site. Sorry, I adjusted my mic down, so listen closer as I give you eargasms. So he was like. Yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah. give yourself a pat on the back. That was good. That was super nice.
No, but he was kind of tripping, kind of hyphy, kind of like hyped up. And I said, no, I'll just take your picture for free. He's like, yeah, me and my girl, I want to take her picture. Cool. And somehow I end up outside, like, because I'm running in between songs. Like, I'm doing double duty, running in between songs and taking pictures. And I see him outside, and he starts to have a problem outside. And I think that was right at the beginning. And I had to go back in because the song was going off. But Oh, no, you know what it was? I was outside smoking and I got locked out the back door. That's about the most embarrassing shit. You slip out the back door to have a smoke, then you
gotta fucking sprint around to the front before the song goes off.
Let me tell you something. I listened to the door for a second and go, I got about 3.5 minutes left.
Yeah.
And that's when I walked around the front door. Because the bouncer kicks him out.
Right.
And then he starts talking shit to the bouncer. And then the owner, Ed, is like, oh, well, you know what? I trust that guy. And if he kicks you out and now you're talking major shit to him, you probably don't need to be in here.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I left.
That's fucking awesome. Now, okay, first of all, I got to backpedal into your story. I got to just dive right in here and say it like this. If you have a problem with people stepping on your fucking kicks, don't wear them to the goddamn club. You are shoulder to shoulder on a dance floor with drunk people, you dumbass.
And let me add one more thing to that before you go on.
Okay.
If you were at the club and you felt like you looked good enough to be at the club, then you probably look as good as you're going to look in a fucking picture. So let me take your fucking picture. Anyway, back to our broadcast. I hate when girls do that. I just don't look right. Then why you here, bitch?
Yeah. You shouldn't have left the fucking house.
If you don't feel like you look good, then stay the fuck home.
No, that's exactly it. So that was actually my second comment.
In your search for Moby Dick.
Yeah. That was actually my second comment. If you got a fucking problem with the way you look, bitch, why'd you leave the house?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
You a vampire? The mirrors don't work?
Yeah.
You won't show up in the picture either.
No, so I got to ask you. You've been in the DJ scene a long time. Have you ever felt responsible for a fight breaking out in the club?
Yeah, probably early in earlier times, and when music was a little bit different, like when Southern music first started coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of felt responsible for fights in the club.
Like you just put on that one song and you just knew instantly it was a terrible idea.
If you play I don't know if you were 21 at this point, but back in the day, if you play Lil Jon, I Don't Give a Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, like in New York, they have songs they call chain snatching songs, where people just get hyphy and snatch chains. And
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, this is like in the 80s. There were certain songs that would come on. There's a song by Stetsasonics called Go Stetsa.
Yeah.
And it's a hype ass anthem, and motherfuckers just start snatching chains. I don't understand how that works. Tuck yours in.
See, well, no, and the reason I bring it up is because if you play, Tupac.
Nobody's fighting over Tupac.
No, I'm saying a very one particular song, like the song where he fucking went at Biggie like a motherfucker. Like you turn that on and you see motherfuckers tense up. Like that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
Actually, I hate the shit out of Tupac, but I love that song.
I know. It's a great
Grab your clocks if you see Tupac.
Call the cops if you see Tupac.
But, I will tell you, it is not one of the greatest diss songs ever. I just like the beat. I thought it was pretty dope.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's no Vaseline.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you put on some fucking No Vaseline. Like you see motherfuckers tense up too.
Actually, I'm a little bit hesitant about playing No Vaseline after listening to it.
Like thoroughly?
With a couple liberals. And I mean, because it's very homophobic.
How so?
He talks about fucking them dudes with broomsticks. MC Ren to smell like Eazy-E shit. I mean, he says, yeah, go back and listen to No Vaseline. And then I don't know if he's anti-Semitic or not, if he's just referring to the man as a Jew or if he's saying it as a slur that he is a Jew. But he does state the guy is a Jew like 4 or 5 times in the song. He didn't say about causing any harm. Well, yeah, he did talk about causing some harm to that Jew.
Yeah.
I don't know. He didn't say the whole Jewish race. He didn't say like he wanted to drop bombs on Israel.
Dude, that is a way to fucking end a relationship. Like you just fucking put that song on, just send that to somebody, let them fucking listen to it. If they don't get the point after that song, I think
they would come back with the question mark. Like, what does this mean? I mean, No Vaseline at no point he says, "Hey, we're breaking up." We can take some time next week and dig up some good breakup songs with No Vaseline.
No, but I'm saying that's a friendship ending song right there. Like if you sent that to me, we're not fucking partners. We're not hanging out anymore. You're sitting there like, if you want to send me that song, and you're like, oh yeah, fucking Jew this, Jew that, fucking you with broomsticks in the ass. No, we ain't boys anymore.
I mean, this is not the Jew episode, even though I did mention Mr. Goldberg. At first listen as a child, I really didn't see it as that bad. I mean, like we talked about this last week,
right?
Like, yeah, but now I'm listening to it, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, I have a video for No Vaseline. I could play it in the club, and it would look dope because the NWA movie, clips and shit like that. But nah, now that I think about it, I mean, it's like playing "Fuck the Police."
Yeah, see, exactly. People get apprehensive about that shit too.
And I think "Fuck the Police" is a hell of a song.
Yeah, it is.
It's a fucking awesome song. It sounds good today.
Yeah.
It sounds better than a lot of shit that's out.
It
seriously
really
like it hits hard.
Yeah,
nice guitar line. Yeah, yo Trey, I got something to say.
Yeah, what you gotta say? Fuck the police. Oh, sorry. I was about to go off.
You ignorant black motherfuckers. When they're hauling off to jail and fuck the police. If you have not listened to "Fuck the Police," fuck your life.
Yeah, you need to. Need to get your fucking life together. If you haven't heard that song.
I mean, if the FBI is going to ban a song, you should check it out.
Yeah, seriously. The NSA listens to the Hype podcast, so you should definitely check us out too.
But I will tell you something for real. I don't think I've ever really listened to "Cop Killer" by Ice-T. I know the story behind it.
I didn't even know that was a song.
Oh yeah, you don't know this?
No, I didn't know this.
"Cop Killer" is the song that derailed Ice-T's fucking career.
Did it really?
Like Ice-T probably would have been bigger than Ice Cube.
Really?
But he came out with a song called "Cop Killer." And all these police organizations, plus Charlton Heston, got really pissed off and put a lot of pressure on Warner Brothers.
Really?
And they were threatening to boycott Warner Brothers shit.
Wow. And
Ice-T explained it this simple way. He said they took him in the office. They said, "You see this table we're sitting at?" And it was a big, long conference room table. He said, "That's Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
That's Time Warner right there. You see this quarter at the end of the table? That's you. But what you're doing is affecting this whole table. So we got to do something different." And that's when he took the song off the album.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Wow. That is wild shit. I did not know that.
Yeah, a little bit of hip hop history. Hey, Dan Charnas, read his book, The Payback, The Business of Hip Hop. But I mean, we start the week out with a bit of tragedy because 2016, when we go through the end of the year, we'll go through who died in 2016, but motherfuckers are dropping like flies.
They really are.
I mean, you're happy. It's been the weirdest fucking year ever. Hey, Trump is president. I don't understand.
But we're alive. That's what's important.
But when we did have some tragedy strike on Thursday. Let me hit you with the clip on that.
Thursday, former New York Jet Joe McKnight was shot dead during a very strange road rage incident. According to a report from the Times-Picayune, authorities identified the shooter as 54-year-old Ronald Gasser. A witness says that she saw Gasser and McKnight arguing in a busy intersection. The witness, who declined to give her name, went on to say that McKnight appeared to be apologizing to the man before being shot several times. Then, a chilling detail. She said he shot McKnight, stood over him and said, "I told you, don't f*** with me." Then, the man fired again, she said. Gasser reportedly handed his gun over to police before being taken into custody. In the time since, though, the case has taken another bizarre turn as the shooter was released without charges on Friday.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He was just like, I'm just going to fucking pop this guy and hang out and wait for the cops.
I don't know about the laws in that state because remember Trayvon Martin, that was all about stand your ground.
Right. Yeah. No, but it's not about stand your ground. The guy says it in the fucking clip. He shot him, stood over him, and fucking shot him again.
Well, originally, see, I've heard differing reports because I heard a report that all the shots were taken from inside the car.
Okay.
That all the casings were found inside the car, but he did put 4 in them.
Jesus. Well, I don't know. See, if you're an NFL player or even a former NFL player, you're a big motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a fucking, you're not a small little tyke by any stretch of the imagination. Like, I'm a large lad myself. Okay, but I am not a fucking NFL size superstar fucking player.
Yeah.
And this guy was, I think, a running back. in college, and God knows what he did for the Jets if it was just a running back.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, fucking big
He's
dude.
no Jet Li looking motherfucker out there.
I will say this.
I mean, because nobody's getting shot over karate.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we duel it out, motherfuckers. No, I will say this: if you get a football-sized motherfucker walking up to my window, yeah, you might catch a few too. You know, if I'm sitting in
I kind of understand where you're coming from. I mean, if this report about him standing over him and saying "Don't fuck with me" is true, hold on.
Yeah,
that's not good. Now, if he let 4 off from inside his car. I mean, 4 seems excessive, but I don't know. I mean, maybe one wouldn't have stopped him.
I was gonna say maybe the first couple didn't put him down. Who knows?
And I'm not saying that's cool, but I can understand a motherfucker feeling threatened.
Dude, we've talked about
I mean, he shouldn't be out of jail.
We've talked about this before. When you're in that situation, it's either me or it's you.
Yeah.
Either I'm going home or you're going home. You have to look at it that way. If somebody fucking approaches you, your car window in traffic, number one, what the fuck are you approaching my window for? That's your first thought. Number two, if there's a pre-existing circumstances like road rage, like they're saying, you're already fucking heated. Obviously, that guy's already heated, and if he's heated enough to approach your window, there's already an altercation. So, if he sat in the car, popped out 4 at him, okay, I get it. But you're right. Either way, I don't really think you should just be walking free out of jail.
I am not trying to have a conversation with somebody that I'm having road rage with.
Exactly. I'm with you on that.
I mean, I'm cool. You know what? And I will spew out. I will hit the horn and spew out fuck yous all day. But I got to keep it pushing.
Right. I got
obviously,
shit to do.
I mean, usually when it comes to road rage, somebody fucked up. And sometimes it's me and I fuck up and I still say fuck you.
Yeah.
But, that's just what it is.
Well, I had an incident a couple years ago when I had my little Kia, my little white Kia I used to run around.
Kia.
So,
very nice tape deck.
Right. So I'm sitting in traffic and I'm on a 3-lane road, 2 lanes going up the hill, 1 lane coming down. Well, it's going up the south side of the St. John's Bridge. Just to give you a little structure, there's 2 lanes going up, 1 lane coming down, and people always.
It's a messy intersection.
It really is. People always try and block the lane, so they'll sit halfway in 1 lane and half in another, so people can't use both lanes. Yeah. So they're being assholes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in the left-hand lane, and there's a line of cars in the right lane. Well, there's one guy sitting halfway in, halfway out of each lane to block traffic, and this Audi is having none of it. Goes right around him into oncoming traffic, goes burning up the hill. Well, I pull in behind this guy, and I start honking my horn, telling him to get the fuck over.
Yeah.
Get out of both lanes. He fucking puts his truck in park, gets out, walks up to my window, and I keep a knife in my car, just a little pocket knife for utility purposes, and if somebody wants to fucking run up on me,
and if you're a fucking listener and you see this guy in traffic.
But so this guy walks up to my window,
steak for
and
dinner.
He starts fucking yelling at me. He starts putting his finger in my face, and I just looked at him and I said, "Hey, 2 lanes, man. There's fucking 2 lanes. You're wrong right now. Not me. You're wrong for being in both lanes. You're fucking holding up traffic." And he literally stopped both lanes of traffic to get out and fucking yell at me. And I was like, if I call the fucking police right now, you get in trouble, not me. You. And he stopped.
There you go. Talking about the po-po.
But
if I call the boys.
No, but he stopped dead in his tracks.
White privilege.
Yeah. He was a fucking white guy too. Fuck you.
You guys use it on each other.
Hell yeah. Fuck that shit. No, and so
I call white privilege first.
Like domestic violence. I call it. Okay. I call it. I said that shit. No, but so I fucking just kept repeating myself. Like, you're in the wrong. Like, 2 lanes, buddy. 2 fucking lanes. And so he hops back in his truck. What did he do? He got the fuck over. I said, and he was pulled into my lane, motioned for me to pull up next to him, and he fucking apologized. I was like, you goddamn right. You're breaking the fucking law, not me. Eat a dick. So I get it. Like, road rage fucking happens.
You know what that is on your part? That's fucking gloating.
It is.
And that's fucking ugly.
Yeah,
and you know who else does that is the Trump team.
Dude, they were walking around going, hey, just fucking dancing all goddamn day.
I fucking love Kellyanne Conway, because anybody who could translate the bullshit that Trump says enough to get him elected and stands very firm on it. Like she maneuvers. You'd have to talk to Miss you have to talk to President-elect Trump about that. She would defer like a son of a bitch. But I will tell you,
first of all, everybody on that goddamn team, well done. Because you got that fucking maniac in the office.
You did the fucking impossible. Check this out. This chick is gloating.
Do you think I ran a campaign where white supremacists had a platform? You going to look me in the face and tell me that?
It did. Kellyanne
really?
did.
And that's how you lost?
It did.
Do you think you could have just had a decent message for the white working class voters? Do you think this woman who has nothing in common with anybody...
I'm not saying that's why you won, but that's
these
had
counties,
a campaign
we
that was
flipped
running.
over 200 counties that President Obama won and Donald Trump just won. You think that's because of what you just said or because people aren't ready for a woman president? Really? How about it's Hillary Clinton? She doesn't connect with people. How about they have nothing in common with her? How about you had no economic message?
Guys, I would...
We are. You guys are not.
You know, I mean, she put on the big nose and said, I'm a clown. I'm just going to all out just fucking clown. I mean, because you guys lost and you guys act like fucking losers. And she's just like, hey, you know what? I won.
Dude.
Fuck it. I fucking won. I don't care. You know what? I mean, let's be honest. You think Hillary Clinton would be upset if the KKK voted for her? Would she be like, I will not accept your vote?
No. Fuck that. That bitch is such a hypocrite.
I am sure there are people in the KKK that voted for Hillary Clinton.
I'm sure there is too.
I'm very sure.
No, what gets me, and I love this fucking dude's comment, because that offhand broad in the background was like, oh, why can't we just have a legitimate conversation? He said, we are. Why? What I've never understood is why people are so fucking afraid to have a legitimate discussion.
Because shit's gonna get heated.
It doesn't matter.
Because you're fucking wrong. That's what.
Right. In every conversation, somebody's got to be right and somebody's got to be wrong.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. Have a discussion. Have a different opinion and stand firm. Stand firm on your fucking opinion.
And also, sometimes you don't actually have to call it wrong. You just give me your full position.
Right.
And I said it to you many times. I don't agree.
Yeah,
that's what it is. But
and you don't hear me over here fucking throwing racial slurs at you, calling you names because you don't agree with me. No, that's not how fucking discussions work. You just talk. You talk it out. You use your fucking words.
You know, I mean, it's not my fault you hooked up with some grifters from Arkansas. But you know, the game is over. My team scored 99. Your team scored 98. Doesn't matter what the point spread was. If I scored 90 and you scored 1, you lost.
Right.
We got
the W. That's
you know, I mean, stop sending damaged goods to my house and expecting me not to return them.
Dude, speaking of fucking damaged goods, oh my God. I just bought these brand new fucking wireless Bluetooth headphones, dude. The Backbeat little Fitbit headphones. Fucking waterproof and everything. Like, you can go swimming in these motherfuckers. Out of the box, they don't work.
Who the fuck goes swimming in headphones?
No, I'm just saying.
Who the fuck goes swimming in headphones?
I'm just saying, if you wanted to, you fucking could. And I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying you should go just fucking put these on and go take a fucking shower.
It's one of those things. It's like, you could, and if the shit breaks, you'd be like, you shouldn't have. Like the Apple Watch. You think I'm gonna put down $300 on the Apple Watch and be like, oh, we're gonna go swimming? No, we're gonna be like 4th, 5th generation. I'll take yours out first.
Yeah,
because they were like, oh, we have these little vents that close. I mean, they got the whole diagram that the vents close when water hits it. Maybe I get thrown in the water and they don't have time to close, and then I got a clogged Apple Watch.
No, I love that. Love that commercial, like the waterproof phones. Yeah. This girl's trying to take a picture and she literally just like boomerangs it into this fucking fountain, picks it up, like wipes it off, and was like, "Oh, works just fine." Like, no, I don't fucking think that's happening. Like, you can't just sit there. You can't just throw it in a fucking little puddle of water and let it swim around for a few minutes.
Shout out to our Asian friends again. Yeah. You need a bag of rice.
Yeah. Who came up with that? Was that Asian people?
I don't know who came up with it, but it works.
It's true. It really does fucking work.
Okay, so here's your tip of the day. If you have an electronic device that has been soaked in water and you would like to dry it out, you put it in a container with rice.
There you go. As a matter of fact, if you're listening to this, I want you to grab your phone.
If you're listening to this, you're probably smart enough to fix your own shit. Yeah, go ahead.
I want you to grab your phone, grab a camera, go accidentally drop it in the toilet, pull it out, and put it in a bag of rice and see if it works. That's what I want you to do.
I don't guarantee that shit works. I don't want you. I don't need any kind of lawsuits. You know, maybe that's not even a tip of the day. That's just a side note.
I don't think the Hype podcast is admissible in court. I really don't.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
You don't think that like some shit could like happen and somebody will refer back to the show and be like, "Whoa, he said on the show."
Listen, if I sit here and tell you to go fucking jump off a bridge on my fucking radio show and you go do it, I doubt you can be like, "Well, the Hype podcast told me to."
Oh yeah, it happened to Tupac. One more hip hop story. So,
I was to say, for not liking this guy, you got an awful lot of information about it.
It was a big story. So this guy shoots a state police officer and goes, it's because he was listening to Tupac's Soldier Story that he was inspired to shoot the state police officer, and there was another reason for them to ban rap. See, you live in a good era. There was a lot of banning of rap going on back in the day. Shit sucked. But it just made it grow bigger. It's like scratching a mosquito bite. Fuck.
Right.
Now I got a big knot on my arm. Yeah. But this guy, he later recanted and said, no, I was just stupid or whatever. But no, that was his defense.
Dude, I wish Obama was president, like during that era. Just the way he goes about his speeches. Like when Fuck the Police came out. If Obama was president, what do you think his reaction would have been?
Something to totally calm you down.
Yeah, he would have given you that smooth, fucking suave, like...
I don't think he would have agreed with that. I think on Obama's...
I don't think he would have agreed with it, but I also don't think he would have demonized it. He would have done his typical Obama. Come out with his little Bill Cosby swag and went, look, let me be very clear. I do not approve the message that this song portrays. But what I will say is, God damn it, that's a good song.
And I'd be like...
I really think if we had some serious gangster rap, Obama'd be torn. He really would. He'd be like, man... Well, I can't approve this message, but damn, that's a slapper.
He's fucking with the dank now.
I read that.
So Obama comes out last week and he says, basically that marijuana should be at the same level as tobacco and alcohol, which I agree with. I see it as less detrimental overall.
Dude, you know what? If you're, and I agree wholeheartedly. If you're going to fucking demonize marijuana, you have to demonize fucking fast food, all the other unhealthy shit too. You have to demonize cigarettes and alcohol the same. If you're going to do that, because fast food, alcohol, and cigarettes kill more people every fucking year than marijuana ever has.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. You're going to sit here and, we're going to put people in prison for 20 fucking years because they had 2 pounds of marijuana.
Yeah, if you're serving time and you get our podcast, thank you. Number one, thank you for your service.
Sitting upstate listening to the Hype podcast doing push-ups.
These motherfuckers right here. But you think about people who have served good portions of their lives because, hey, this ain't no pro-Trump thing. But hey, that Clinton motherfucker put some mandatory minimums in place.
He really did.
Like, yo, why doesn't Johnny have a dad? Because Johnny's dad had a couple joints and was hanging out.
Yeah, no shit. And that is literally the shit that just like, to Peter Griffin it, that shit grinds my gears.
That shit does grind my gears.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I think that's the best way to say it.
It really is. Because if you're out, fucking pushing meth and heroin, like I get it. Get the fuck off the street, go to jail. But you're sitting there literally rolling around chilling with a couple joints.
And you have to stop and remember this. And I will say it many times on the show. You say the wars in the Middle East, a lot of people say the wars in the Middle East are the longest wars we've ever fought. They're not. It's the war on drugs.
Right.
And we have lost it.
Yeah. Like, holistically.
You think about the amount of lives lost, and because people aren't dying because they're ODing, there's people dying over territory, especially in its height.
Yeah.
People weren't shooting up LA because they wanted a crack rock. Yeah. That's not how it works.
Yeah, if you're doing crack, you're not affording a gun.
For the most part, and I won't say all the time, but addicts don't really do a lot of killing.
No. I mean, for the most part, no, they don't.
They kill themselves.
Yeah.
Now, motherfuckers fighting over where to sell that shit, they do a lot of killing.
Fuck yeah, they do.
I mean, because if I was selling crack in my my humble Vancouver suburb,
right,
and I had I had a few blocks over here locked down, I had a couple kids working for me or whatever the fuck, and somebody from down the street wants to come slang on my corners.
This is going to turn into an episode of The Wire, I can tell.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call Stringer.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to come down with the dudes, and we're gonna have to handle business. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
It really does. And that's just what gets me, man. Like, I'm reading these reports about how much money the cartel spent just to keep drugs illegal. They spend millions of dollars to keep those laws in place. Well, because if we legalize marijuana, that puts a dent in their income. Big time.
It really does. Yeah.
And they don't want that, naturally. So they're going to stir up all sorts of bullshit, which they have over the past 20 years.
The cartels do not want some white guy named Steve living in Colorado, right, growing super duper chronic.
Yeah. They want Steve buying from them
because they've lost a lot of money.
Oh, they've probably lost millions of dollars.
Oh, I'd say billions over the last couple of years.
I was going to say, just in the last year, they've probably lost millions, but overall, billions of dollars in revenue.
And in the next 3 or 4 years, because you got Colorado and you got California, yep, they're on.
I think, wasn't it Virginia? Somewhere else legalized.
I mean, my boy James in California, I don't know if he's ignorant or he's like, they probably won't have shit until like 2018.
Yeah, well, it took us about 2 years to get up and running.
It did take us a while.
Yeah, and once it's going federal, like it's going to be legal in the U.S., like all across, statewide, countrywide, it's going to be legal soon, and that's going to put a big dent in number one, criminal organizations, and number two, it's going to put a big dent in the prison system because once it's legal, all those people should be pardoned. If you were rolling
a lot of people got in Washington, and then as soon as it passed, I know that the police stopped really enforcing. Yeah. Because I think you can have up to an ounce or a pound, or
you can have up to an ounce on your person at any given time.
But you can have a pound in your house. This fucking matter.
Oh yeah. No, listen.
Just like I go to Costco, I stock up on paper towels. I got a shitload of weed.
Yeah. No, if
I'm having company.
If SWAT kicks in your door right now, and you had 2 pounds of marijuana sitting on the table, they might look at you and go, "What's that for?" But that's all I'd say.
I mean, because they would think I think now they can get you on intent to distribute.
Sure.
Without a license.
Right. Yeah. You can definitely get in trouble for that.
Which is kind of some bullshit because they kind of lock that licensing down so only Steve, the white guy, can get a license. Because
the white privilege license.
I mean, you look at. I mean, if you want to talk about displaced workers,
right?
Think about the guys who used to sell marijuana.
Yeah,
that didn't have there was no path for them to go from their illegal business to actually owning a marijuana shop, even though they sold hella bricks.
That's true. And, honestly, this is what I kind of like to relate this to. Is like, you're worried about the guys standing outside of Home Depot fucking waiting to get picked up at fucking labor ready to go do an honest day's worth of work. These motherfuckers could be out there pushing drugs and doing other crazy shit. Let a motherfucker work. You know what I'm saying? Like
how do you know they're not pushing drugs at the same time?
Outside of Home Depot? Really?
Hey, construction workers like to get high too.
That's true. They really do. As a matter of fact, I was talking to this guy the other day, and there's labor jobs out there right now that will pay you up to $30 an hour just to fucking dig ditches. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm digging ditches.
Yeah. So I laugh like when I see these fucking homeless people that just don't want to do anything. Not legitimate homeless people that, have issues, things like that.
That's a weird term, legitimate homeless people.
Well, there's legitimate homeless people, and then there's
like legitimate.
Then there's just lazy motherfuckers.
You're a legitimate bastard.
Yeah. No, but there's literally fucking lazy motherfuckers that just don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
I don't feel for those people.
And they usually, they're the ones that ask me for cigarettes.
And crack. They really do.
I haven't been asked for crack, to be honest with you.
Man.
I don't think I've been asked for crack. Or maybe it's been a long time.
I was actually down, because I work down by Lloyd Center. I was down there the other day, and this guy was like, hey, brother, let me talk to you real quick. He starts like fucking itching his cheek.
Oh, not to let me talk to you.
Yeah, he's itching his fucking cheek, and I was just like, nah, man. He's like, hey, I just need to hold a little something. I was like, No, you don't. Like, you ain't holding nothing from me. I just got in the truck and fucking drove off.
You know, I feel for the guys that fall for that drag because it works at some point.
Apparently.
I mean, the shit works. The shit probably works once, twice a day, at least.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm saying at a bare minimum.
Yeah.
And, you know, hey, you can get cracked twice a day. Right. Doesn't sound bad. No. I mean, if that's what you're into, that doesn't sound like the worst hustle.
No, I know. I know for a fact that there's a few.
I can't get head twice a day.
Yeah. I know there's a few homeless, and I'm doing the air quotes right now. There's a few homeless people around my work area that come in to a branch and deposit several $100s a day into a bank account, and they stand out on a little on-ramp with signs and shit. They make paper. Yeah. And I can't even be mad at these motherfuckers. Like, because they're not. They may be out getting high. Who knows? But you're depositing several $100s into a fucking bank account a day.
Just think about when you get into road rage and he's in his Jaguar.
Yeah.
Still in his hobo gear. In his Jaguar. Going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I've been holding a sign all goddamn day. So I'm taking up 2 lanes. Fuck you.
Yeah, right. No, that always gets me too. Is when those little freeway on ramp fucking peddlers get mad at you. Like, hey, man, let me talk to you. No. Oh, fuck you then. What? Fuck me. You're the one. You're interrupting my life, asking me for money, and now you want to talk shit to me?
Yeah, fuck me then. Yeah. As I go about my way.
Yeah. As I go about my way in my fucking nice truck to my nice house that I fucking own.
Yeah. It's a my shit.
That shit just fucking cracks me up.
Yeah, and you have a cardboard sign.
Yeah. Hey, you do have some cardboard. I don't have some cardboard right now. I might need some.
I might want to break dance. I do. You gotta give it up to them because I'm like they do put some time into those signs.
They really do. Yeah. And they're beautiful. They're like going to Blazer games.
Yeah,
fucking holding up those signs like "Go team." Yeah.
I wonder if they got like I mean, because I didn't know this until late in the game that they have sign stations at the fucking.
Yeah,
at the road at sporting events.
Yeah,
so I was like, these motherfuckers, how do they get in with these big ass signs?
Right.
But
I mean, these are mighty colorful too.
Is there like a homeless workshop where they just have?
If not, they arts and crafts time.
Oddly cut pieces of cardboard and magic markers.
They should. That'd be a very lucrative business.
There'd be a bunch of motherfuckers in the corner getting high off the Sharpies.
Yeah. Hang on, let me finish this sign real quick.
Just part of the job.
Yeah. Well, also, as you already know, all good things must come to an end. Well, and this is the fucking Hype Podcast, and we are about to get out of here sometime soon.
Yeah.
Is it about right now? What do you think?
We
fucking cruised right on through.
The fuck down.
We did. I even gave you my Obama impression. We gave a Hype Podcast tip of the day. We even revisited the Oso Fresh Bear. Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah, barely fresh. Yeah, we went through a lot today. And I'd like to say, if you made it this far into the podcast, you must like us. And I'd like to tell you, just fuck your life.
and that's with love.
And you know what? And I want you to share that love. And I want you to tell somebody this week, fuck your life. Or just look over to your neighbor next to you. It's like a revival here. Look over to your neighbor next to you. And you look them dead in the eye. And you say, fuck your life.
With a heartfelt sigh.
Well, I mean, just heartfelt. Fuck your life.
From the soul. I want it down deep in the diaphragm.
And they'll be like,
he's a big boy. He knows what he said. What did he say?
He said, fuck your life.
This is the Hype Podcast. I am the host of No Name.
I'm DJ So Fresh.
You can get in touch with us, 442-999-HYPE, or check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/The Hype Podcast. Or, hey, diddle our Twitter, baby, at The Hype Podcast.
That's lame. We're on the Twitter. We're on the gram. At The Hype Podcast. Diddle our Twitter. You really sound like somebody who's never been on Twitter. Actually, I was running your Twitter account for a couple days, and you got like 3 tweets. You have like 6 or 7 now, and 3 of them are like diss tweets of somebody.
I got 6 or 7 tweets, and 8 of them came from you. So
yeah.
Okay, I'll fucking get on social media. Goddamn.
No, I'm just saying.
No. You don't realize what you've just awakened. It's going down, bitches.
I'm sure it is
The
going
host with
down.
no name is about to flood your fucking Facebook dreams.
It kicks some weak ass shit.
Yeah. I'm not kicking nothing because I got a bad leg.
It's the Hype Podcast after the podcast, and I have to say that I am very happy that there was no long ass motherfucking story to go with this show. I just had to say that.
You're just fucking jealous.
And I give you these afterthoughts immediately. I didn't even stop taping. I just wanted to tell you that when a story takes 35 minutes, maybe you need your own goddamn episode.
This is the Hype Podcast. We out.
Bye, Felicia.
I love that. Hype Podcast afterthought.